Hello YouTube. I want to tell you about when I was a driver helper at UPS. I did that job for a few weeks during a Christmas season, and it was not worth it. I made less as a driver helper than I did while I was working in the warehouse as a package handler. It was actually like a demotion. There was a tremendous amount of walking involved, and I had to drive my own vehicle from the hub out to where the driver was at on the route. I had to do this every day. So in addition to the lower pay, I was also going out there and using my own gasoline, driving 30 minutes to an hour away from the hub to where the driver was located on the route at a specified time. I wasn't leaving the warehouse and coming back to the warehouse with the driver. It was an expense incurring type of extra employment there, and it wasn't worth it. When businesses would get mad because the driver had me loop back with a package that he had missed, there was a jewelry store, for example. This jeweler was angry, and he complained to me when the driver sent me to take a package to him after the initial order where everything was supposed to be there. And of course, you know that the jewelers received diamonds and gold and platinum, all kinds of very expensive stuff in those packages. And so you can understand why he would be upset if his initial delivery was missing some things and we had to double back to bring the rest of it to him. But I had to go and tell the driver that the store manager wanted to speak with him, and he had to double back to go talk to that business owner just because the guy wanted to complain directly to him rather than to me. And in addition to that, if you're doing deliveries in the winter, expect it to be very, very cold. You need to bring your own cooler with drinks and snacks, gloves, and a scarf and a hat for the periods of time where you're walking outside, especially if most of the route that you're helping deliver on is residential addresses and you don't want to freeze, because you will freeze. The wind chill inside the truck is very substantial, especially if he's riding around with the doors open, which is likely, especially when you're doing dozens or hundreds of stops in neighborhoods. If you're doing a lot of walking outside, you're going to get cold, even if you're moving. Overall, not worth it, in my opinion, to be a driver helper, simply because the pay is very low, and you have to drive your own car out there to meet the driver, which means more expense out of your pocket for what basically comes out to be minimum wage.